Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Nate here, and I have a couple of questions for you. The first couple things don't have anything to do with what I'm going to talk about, but first things first, I'm the realist, and also, do you like the way that I was cutting up gameplays in the last video I posted? Basically, do you want me to just post a full gameplay, straight front, beginning to end, and that's it, or do you want me to like cut up a couple gameplays, put them together, put in only the good moments, cut out the deaths, and that type of stuff? It's up to you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, I've been putting this off for about 3 or 4 months, but I am going to do, I promise you that I'm going to do that question and answer video that I've been saying I was going to do for the past like 3 months. So I'm going to go back and look in all the comment sections and, get all the questions that you guys asked and make a big video about it. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer, make sure to drop them in the comment section below, and I will respond to them and put them in that next video. And what I wanted to talk about today is, do you think that people, and I'm talking about like game developers and movie makers and stuff like that, do you think that they're running out of ideas? And I know a lot of people have been saying, Call of Duty is the same thing over and over again. Battlefield, same thing over and over again. You go to the Madden, the sports franchises, of course they're going to be the same thing over and over again because they're sports. Sports don't really change that much. First-person shooters haven't really changed that much either. But I was thinking, since I work in a movie theater, I watch pretty much all the movies that come out for free because I'm a beast, and I watch all the previews, and I hear all the rumors and stuff of things that are going to come out, who's playing what, and it seems like this year and next year, all the big movies are just reboots or remakes. I mean, you have, what's it called? The game thing. Oh, Jurassic World. That's just Jurassic Park 4, and then you have them trying to bring back Indiana Jones for some reason, and then you have the new Star Wars coming out, and then you have like new Ghostbusters coming out, a new Terminator coming out, you have Fast and Furious 7, and it's just like no one seems to be putting out something big that's original. They just kind of take, hey, this was really popular a long time ago, and we're gonna just remake it, put in some good actors, and call it a day. We don't really have to do too much work, just continue where the story left off. I mean, you take something like Independence Day 2 is coming out. It's just like, really? I thought that was a great movie by itself. Stuff like that. Like Indiana Jones, you had the 3 good ones, and then the 4th one that just totally sucked balls. But they're like, well, Indiana Jones is really popular, and so we're going to reboot it, and we can make a ton of money off of it really easily because people are going to be like, Indiana Jones, I'm definitely going to watch that, no matter how good it actually is. I mean, Rocky 8's coming out, and he's not even going to fight in it. He's going to be training that Ivan Ravsiplav's, the Russian guy's son or something like that. And it's like, I just see all these movies, and I'm like, man, I just wish that someone would come up with something original. But I feel like a lot of the ideas are used. A lot of the good plots and stuff like that are just already been made into movies. And I feel the same way with video games. I just want something new to come out and be like, hey, I am new, completely original, I am awesome and fun, and it becomes really popular and something like that. But it seems like people are the game developers are just stealing ideas from other games. They're just improving on their past games. They just add more stuff and call it a day. They're like, all right, we'll take this formula, put in about twice as much stuff into it as we had, even though 90% of it is useless, but it still looks like we have a ton of stuff, and we'll call it a day. And I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the game developers are kind of just like stealing our money on minimal effort, and I feel like even with it, like there's an easy formula for them to follow, I feel like they still mess up big time. I mean, you take a look at all the games that have come out the past couple years, and a majority of them have sucked on launch. I mean, especially like Battlefield 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5, they completely sucked on launch. Like, I think Battlefield 4 sucked until about, 3 or 4, maybe 6 months ago or something like that, and that's just ridiculous. And then Grand Theft Auto, they made you wait like a week or two to play multiplayer. You had to beat the campaign, that's what they wanted you to do. And then even after all that time, even after years of development, 99% of the people couldn't even get online. And then there's still tons of bugs with both games. I mean, when I play Grand Theft Auto Race, I set a world record every single lap somehow because the game's still buggy and stuff like that. And then you take even a look at the systems, like the Xbox One. People were like, I want an Xbox 360 2.0 because Xbox 360 was perfect the way it was with the menus and the friend system. and then they just messed it up. They wanted something, I guess, completely new, and they just completely messed it up. It was really hard to navigate. No one knew what was going on, and it was just broken. And about a year later, it still sucks, but it's much better than it was. So then that's what brings me to my main point, is I'm kind of conflicted. Because you take a look at like Xbox, where they tried something completely new and it failed. But then you take a look at like Battlefield and Grand Theft Auto, where they do the same thing, year after year, and it's easy money, but then they still fail. So I don't even know what my point is, but I guess I'm losing faith in the movie franchises and game franchises, and I'm not going to be really pre-ordering games as much. I used to pre-order pretty much every game that I bought because it came with some bonus and they suckered me in. And then I felt cheated when the game came out and it wasn't what it was promised. So I'm not going to pre-order games as much. I mean, if there's something that I completely 100% know I'm going to buy, like Battlefield Hardline or Call of Duty World at War 2 or whatever, I'll probably pre-order those, if they come with like a bonus map. Even though I know I shouldn't, it's kind of hypocritical. And I don't really know the point of this commentary because all I do is just ramble on this channel, but you guys seem to enjoy it, so I guess I'll just continue doing what I'm doing. And I guess a news update or whatever, I am slowly working my way to that new computer and gaming capture card, so hopefully within the next 3 or 4 months I will be able to get you those 1080p 60 frame a second videos, because right now my laptop just cannot handle it. It could barely handle like 30 frames a second, so I'm getting close to that, as long as something doesn't come up like my car explodes or I die or something like that. Ooh, that was not professional. Excuse me, I just ate breakfast. But anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Let me know your opinions on whether you think, the gaming and the movie franchises are losing their quality. I mean, for sure they're not losing their money or anything like that. People are still plenty interested. And then also make sure you leave those questions that I asked earlier for that question and answer video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!
Objective Delta has been lost. Asphalt hostiles pushing on the south of your location.